Hi, this is Zak Mir, editor of Spreadbet Magazine, with a look at some key stocks on the bulletin boards as far as private investors are concerned. And I'm starting off with Vialogy, where there has been a reasonable basing for the shares since the start of the year, largely between the 12 and the 15 pence zone. It looks as though there's a rising trend channel from January, top of the channel rising towards, running towards the 33 pence level, and initial support towards the 50-day moving average at 18 pence. Probably the main trigger in terms of the technicals in the near term is not only this sort of narrow bear trap towards 12 pence, but also bullish divergence in the RSI window, which is very often the trigger for decent moves. We also saw the break above the RSI 50 level, which was the peak in April, and then a rebound for the oscillator above neutral 50 over the past couple of sessions. So really, as I said, the top of the range, 30 to 33 pence over the next few weeks. Going on to what was rather a large mover yesterday on the market, the best mover of the day, and that was Mosman Oil and Gas. Obviously, the fundamentals are powering this, but I did note before a few days ago that we had support coming in just below 20 pence, which was well above the initial May resistance at 15 pence. And normally when you see new support coming in at or above former resistance, it is a bull signal. We had an unfilled gap to the upside on Thursday, and that really was the trigger, along with the break of the 10-day moving average at 24 pence for the latest leg to the upside. In terms of what we could expect next, initial knockback from around the 40 pence level, but the overall flow here really is for a push towards retesting June resistance above 55 pence and possibly as high as the May rising trend channel top at 60 pence over the next 4 to 6 weeks. So this stage really only back below probably the 30 pence level on a sustained basis, say at end of day close or a weekly close basis, would really begin to cast out on the bull argument, especially given the way that the RSI since the beginning of May has persistently come in above the 50 neutral level, which is also a very big plus point. Finishing off with a stock which had its big moment a few days back. We've fallen back towards the 10-day moving average at 37 pence, but at this stage, at least while we're above the 10-day line on Hurricane Energy, it looks as though we're going to get a retest of the best levels of the year to date towards 55 pence. If you're cautious on the stock, maybe you'd wait to actually pay no more than 37 pence, the 10-day line. But at this stage, it looks like a sort of similar setup to Mosman in the sense that we've got new support coming in above the old resistance, which was 35 pence. So really, while we're above that sort of 35 to 40 pence zone, it's easy to be relatively optimistic about the prospects here. And actually, like Mosman, we also have an extended RSI support here over the past couple of months as well towards neutral 50. So that should also be able to give the shares some positive momentum. That's it from me. More updates at spreadbetmagazine.com.